Hey, I wanted to shout out the new owner of the White Knight. Chris, I know you'll give it a good home. Congratulations, and we'll be sending it down the road to you real soon. It's going back near Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, Chris.
You know, I'm not a mechanic, and I'm not a car builder. I'm just an old redneck having a good time banging around on this rusty old iron. So buckle up and hang on. Let's see what's going to happen next around here.
And we're gonna shoot over and pick up old Waylon wire over there. He does some cool stuff.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel.
Oh, the Blue Diamond. Ran the old Blue Diamond into town yesterday. Hadn't driven it in quite some time. Ran it in, gave it a bath. Of course, I fell in love with it again. You know, that's what I do. I get them out and drive them. And then I realized why I got them. And then they set, and I realized I hadn't driven this truck this year at all. And that's just not right. It's not fair to this truck. It deserves to be loved and driven, and not just sitting around. Yeah, I filled up my gas cans. It's breaking me up, man. It's tearing me up buying batteries for these rigs, trying to keep them all in batteries. I had to get one for the tractor again. Been about 4 years. And I got one for the old blue work truck, and I filled up the gas cans, and I got one up there that's special marked. It's the 50-to-1 Husky gas for my chainsaws and my leaf blower and various things. Weed eater. Yeah, anyway, I gotta unload this stuff. But first, let's get in this thing just for giggles. Let's drive it one more time. I don't know how many times I'll drive it. I got a guy thinking about it, and I don't know. Anyway, I've got to take the title to that white one down to the mailbox and put it in, get it sent off. So, yeah, let's do that. At least drive the old girl down the driveway and back. drove it, didn't have power steering. That was an experience for him, but he loved it. He wanted to buy it. He wanted to sell this. And that was an impulse thing. He's over that now. Fun old truck. Okay, unload those gas cans, battery in the work truck, bring the tractor in, battery in it. I put 20 pipes on this thing. That sounds pretty randy. Well, I guess the next thing is put the jump box on that tractor and see if it's going to fire up. I need to get it inside and get the new battery in it. And I dropped a friend off at the hospital at 8 this morning, getting some test work done, and I got to go pick her up. I don't know what time she's going to get out of there. She'll give me a call, but in the meantime, I got this to do, and then I need to fire up that snowplow truck and just make sure it's up and running and get the battery all charged up on it, ready to go, because it's coming. It's really odd that we haven't had snow already. A lot of times we get it by the Halloween, and here we are way up into November. So yeah, always a lot to do around here, seems like. Maybe it's just because I'm the only guy here, I don't know. I'll run a little glow plug this morning. It's a bit nippy out. Yeah, ain't gonna do it. Okay. Put her back together, I guess. Well, I put my little oil pan heater on there now. Stick a battery tender on there. And we'll be good to go. Darth Grader. Oh, my old friend Darth Grader. This guy has sat here since what? Maybe February, late February sometime. I don't recall ever starting it up during the summer. I didn't move it, drive it, nothing. It sat right here. And I'm not expecting any miracles. I got the jump box here. If I have to, we'll throw some gas in it. Let's see if it's even got any battery, any juice in the battery. Well, that's kind of what I expected, but I think those cables are loose too. I'm gonna go grab a wrench, tighten those cables up. Well, I think what I'll do, instead of messing around with trying to jump this thing, it's about time for me to go pick up my friend from the hospital and give her a ride home from her procedure. And I think I'll just put the charger on it and let it stew for a while, and then start it up when I get back. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
1 hour later.
Well, I just got back from town, so it's been on the charger for about an hour. We've got a hot battery now, but it didn't crank over, and I poured a little gas down its gullet, and there's nothing in the fuel filter. So it's not picking up fuel yet. I don't know if it's going to. Maybe empty. My tank may be dry, I don't know. Darth Grader. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll. I will plug in the heat tape and the battery tender, and I'll pull it out, put some gas in it before I take off down the driveway with it, but I think it's good to go. One more thing off the list. In the last video, we heard old Waylon say 2 pistons fire at the same time on this thing. With that big crank and all that mass, crank and the cylinder, or the pistons and the compression, and one little piston just can't kick all that mass over. So 2 pistons fire, boom, boom, and they fire at the same time. And then there was a comment. There was a comment challenging that statement, and it made me curious because I started thinking about it, and I go, you know what? That's just hearsay. That's just my understanding of how this thing fires. But what if that's not? What if that's not right? Yeah, well, we need to further investigate, I believe. So, there was that comment, and I'll put that up here for you.
He says at 11:30, I'm 98% certain you got your information wrong. The pistons do not fire at the same time. The firing order marking indicates it fires every 60 degrees like a conventional 60-degree V12. That sucks about the bad piston, but at least since it shares 351 parts, maybe it won't be too hard to get. Thank you, BC, for that. Okay, now, then there was a rebuttal to that comment from my friend, my good friend, Ironclad, down in Oregon, and he had something to say about that too. So let's take a look at what he said. So Ironclad says, well, wait a minute. It depends if this is a 60 degree or 120 degree configuration. On a 60 degree configuration, there will be 2 pistons at top dead center at the same time, whereas on a 120 degree configuration, 4 pistons will be at TDC. However, this also depends upon the crankshaft configuration as well. With some crankshaft configurations in a 120 degree configuration, the 4 pistons could be on a different stroke. All right, that makes sense. Let's investigate. So now, all of that just further piqued my curiosity. So I decided what I'm going to do is we're going to pull the cap off this, the distributor cap. Well, no, points cover, we'll call that. We'll call that the points cover. And because these are the distributor caps down here. There's a distributor shaft, and it turns both of these rotors, and everything on one side, everything on that side, that bank, is odd, and everything on this side is even. So this distributor fires all the odds. This one fires all the evens. Well, hello, Joshua. Greetings. And so, if these points open and close at the same time, well, then there's 2 cylinders firing at the same time, right? And if they don't, there's not. And that's going to tell the story. Now, I try to do it with, and it's kind of cool because you can run this thing at night with the lights off and you watch the points fire. It's pretty cool. But you can't really tell if they're firing at the same time when it's running, because you can't really see the fire every time the points fire. So, well, that's just how it is. Anyway, let's turn this thing over, and we're going to find out exactly what's going on. Okay, I tried to do this with the switch on, and you couldn't really tell. You can't see it fire all the time. It is firing, but you don't always see it. Sometimes the spark kind of goes out the bottom or the points or whatever, and you don't really see it every time. But when they open and close, that's going to tell us the story, right? Let me get a light. Okay, there's the dual points. I just seen the one open on the right hand, on the odd side. Okay, there it is. So that one's open, odd, open, even, closed, and then the even open, and the odd closed, open,
and then open. So they do not open at the same time. So that tells me, and I will quit saying that. That was my understanding of how it worked, that both two cylinders fired at once. But that tells me differently. So I'll retract that statement and beg forgiveness, you know, and maybe y'all can find it in your heart to overlook it. My transgression, my shortcoming. Anyway, it's pretty cool though. You can run this thing at night and watch the points fired. It's pretty cool. So, well, yeah, okay. It just seems like an awful lot, you know. It seems like an awful lot to ask of one piston to get all that mass in motion, you know, to get it started turning over, but apparently it does. So now we know, and I'll quit making false statements about it. I should have done that a long time ago before I opened my big mouth, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Now, if anybody who watched the last video, you know that we got a weak cylinder. This cylinder right here, number 10, is weak. It only has 50 pounds compression. Put a bore scope in there, and one guy made a statement about, I mean, I knew that this thing was pulled the Minuteman missile around in the 60s and during the Cold War. But a guy made a comment that actually was in the Air Force at the time and was around these things.
Okay, here's what RC's talking about.
And knew about them, and he said they were prone to burn the side of the piston. And now when I think about what I saw with that bore scope, that's exactly what I saw. The side of the piston burnt. And when I called Waylon Wire, by the way, if you haven't watched his last video, you should. I'll put a link in the description. But he tore one of these engines down and pulled the crank out and the cam out and measured the crank and cam. It's over 4 feet long. It's pretty awesome. You know, it's just an amazing engine. And the bearings look pretty good in it, you know, because these things redline at 2400. So at running at 2000 RPMs, they don't, you know, they just don't wear hard. They last a long time. And their claim to fame back in the day was 200,000 miles, I think it was, without a major overhaul. Well, that was just unheard of in the 60s, because a car like my Impala, 63 Impala, when that car got up to 98,000, 100,000, it was shot. They were just shot. Everything about it, ball joints, front end, the engine, everything was gone. So for this thing to run 200,000, just unheard of. I mean, just the latest and greatest technology, and oh, it was something else. So where I got to, I got a burnt piston in this cylinder, number 10, and I'm gonna do a redneck repair on it. I am going to pull that one piston. My rings, I got a set of standard bore rings. The rings will be here Monday, I think. Yeah. And then Waylon Wire, he's got those 2 cores. I was kind of, when this happened, I was kind of thinking, man, I should have hung on to those cores. I should have hung on to those 2 blocks that I gave him. But I didn't. And anyway, I want him to have one of these V12s, you know, go in his collection, because he's got the V8, the 637 cubic inch that came after this engine, and he's got the V6 too, you know, and Jimmy Hoffa. So he'll have a whole set once he gets that V12 up and running. But I was thinking, man, maybe I'm going to need those parts. I may regret getting rid of that, but he's going to send me a piston, and he's been in the hospital with pneumonia. So I don't expect he's feeling like pulling pistons right now, but as soon as he can get me a piston, then I'll get this thing on the lift and do a redneck repair on it. I will pull the pan, I will pull that one piston, I will hone that one hole. I got one of those ball honers, you know, that you put in your drill, and I will get some cross hatch in there and throw on some new rings and call her good. Call it a day. And everything else is good. All the other holes have got 140, 160, 70 pounds of compression. It's all good. So it's just that one, 50 pounds. And I expect it was that way when I got it, because I haven't driven the thing, you know. And then I got, coming up, I've got to get busy on this air system. I need some air to shift my transmission. And yeah, that'll be next. Got to get Thanksgiving out of the way, and then I'm hoping to get buried into this thing and get just elbows and deep and not quit. All right, that's enough of this. Well, I'm driving the White Knight, 1965 Dodge D100, and it's well, on its final journey for me. It's only the beginning for someone else. I'm headed to the transport truck. Oh yeah. Make a run at it. Yeah, just make a run at it. It'll work. Attaboy. Attaboy. Oh, back off and try it again.
I don't feel comfortable sitting right here.
And when I was coming down there, if it says 40, you're doing 50.
Right. I'm moving over.
Okay.
He's got questions.
Is
Yeah.
there any trick to take the keys off?
To take the key out?
Yes, sir. Or just leave it in ignition?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
It should come out some in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle?
In the middle, I think.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. You hit the spot, huh?
Pardon me?
Oh, you got to pick it up and then drive it on.
Yeah,
You got to lift it up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I gotta load another vehicle over there.
Yeah.
I wanna keep this, because you see this space here?
Yep. Yep.
I will keep it outside.
Yeah.
So that way I will use all the space.
Right, right.
No.
If you had it up there, it's too long to put
yeah,
another one
but
behind it. Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
We have a little bit of mathematics here.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Something experience, like
Yeah.
I already know, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for coming here. You're very helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
No, he's set. Yeah, he wanted it on the back because it's so long behind the rear wheel. If he puts it up there, then he can't get another one behind it because it sticks out so far. Adios, White Knight. Headed for Columbus, Ohio. Oh, nice. Is that where it's going to ride? Huh, okay.
So far so good, everything's okay. We are all good to go. Yep, I got the key. Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. I appreciate you came here.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a big semi truck.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a safe trip.
Yep.
Goodbye, White Knight. Enjoy your new home. There you go, Chris.